Hello, this is a tutorial for Conga's Discovery AI application. And what this does is process third-party paper which is received from outside of your organization, and it maps that data to any CRM, ERP, or CLM system. And what it accomplishes here is essentially for legacy contracts and for when customers send through email either a Word document or a PDF contract. And it gives us the ability to align this data with our current system. So, before I get into the actual steps that are involved in this process, I just wanted to speak about a few of the features. So, with regards to data security and access, this is deployed on secure infrastructure, and it maintains the highest security protocols and privacy standards for both America and Europe. So the platform does support telemetry, IDP, event management, and added security. When it comes to uploading files in bulk, Discovery AI is capable of doing that with 100 files at one time, and the amount of files that can be processed each day is 1,000. The document size is 50 megabytes, and the number of pages in a single upload for a specific contract is 200. So I'm going to go ahead and show now how we will access Discovery AI. And what we're looking at here is the Conga Advantage platform. So Discovery AI is built on this engine. And that means that it is very fast and it has speed and data control. So when I click on the contract apps, we're going to see here my contracts and some available contracts. And when I click on Discovery AI to the left, it's going to open in a new tab the Discovery AI app. From here, we'll have this dashboard, which is going to present us with the documents uploaded, presented, and up for review. I'm going to click on Upload Files to begin a intelligent document import, and I'll choose the My Computer. I'll go for a single file upload, and I will browse for a paper that I can upload here, which is a Word document. So now I'm going to choose the record type that this would be associated with and the worksheet that's going to drive the learning module and how this data will be mapped to the CRM or CLM or ERP system. When we look at the processing options we have available, there are three. There is OCR, which converts searchable text. And then we have the automated extraction, which is our most popular option. This will scan the document, extract provisions using AI, and then be able to map those provisions to a CRM or CLM system. There is also the verified extraction method, which involves an attorney review. I'm going to go ahead with the automated extraction and click import. This process usually takes a few minutes for the AI to complete its review. So I have a contract preloaded that we can get into. What we are looking at here is a document that was received from a customer, and in the Word format, this is an MSA. And we are greeted with a Copilot generated summary on the right. Now, this summary, it can be tailored to the role of the person in your organization that is reviewing the contract in Discovery AI. So, for example, sales, legal, or finance could have that specific information that they're looking for. That will provide just a high level overview. And what we will see when we click on the Fields tab is that these are the fields that Discovery AI has picked up on. So it's identifying this as a master service agreement. We are seeing also that it has the start date picked up and also the total contract value. One way that we can accelerate the speed of this process is to train the AI by using likes or dislikes. So when it presents a field that is accurate, we can hit the like button and then it will know for the future and it will speed up that part of this process. If it's not correct, you can hit dislike. It will also highlight here that we do have one provision which is missing the contract end date, and at this time we can choose to enter it if we wish. Moving over, we're going to look at the clause library and the clauses which are picked up here from this contract specifically. So when we see these provisions that are found here, we have this limited liability clause, and we can see we have the compare or edit clause function. Now, what this does is it's going to show us, the extracted version of this clause that was taken from the contract, and it will also show what is connected in our system for the clause that we have in our contract repository and clause library. Further analysis is provided with the similarities, which shows how the clause presented is the same as what is in our clause library. And we also have the differences. Over here on the right to the clauses, we have the tables. And I'm just going to click on this table that has been found. And this is going to pull up an order form that was extracted from the contract. So as we can see, this is somewhat of an embedded Excel that is here in the contract, and we now have the ability to edit this. So by clicking into the list price, I am then able to change how much that it costs. I can then update that. We also have obligations that are found, and these obligations are part of the requirements on both parties to honor this contract. And obligations play a critical role after an agreement has been put into effect so that the proper follow up activities are being kept track of. So, Discovery AI is picking up here the milestones for the obligations regarding this specific contract. I'm going to come over here to the risk tab, and here we're going to see that it has identified some risks that we have within this contract. And I'm going to call out this governing law, which has been identified as a moderate level of risk. And that's because this contains California as the state, and it is highlighting this because it will call out that for the state that you are in. So if you are doing business in a different state other than California, it will let you know that it's not being represented here in this contract, and that can be added in. So we have the different levels of risk associated, and we can modify that according to the risk levels that we perceive for each contract. Over here, we have under the questions tab, we have additional information that has been summarized by the AI with regards to warranties, payment terms, tariffs, and legal summary. So now I'm going to look at the Conga Contract Copilot, which is with Microsoft Copilot. And what this allows us to do is to ask questions specific to this contract. So we can put in questions and then it will give the answer based on this specific agreement that we're looking at. So this is a great feature to use to explore more about what is going on with an agreement, also for training purposes. When you have people that are new to processing these agreements, that ability to ask the questions and then receive a response promptly is really helpful. So this concludes the tutorial for Discovery AI. And essentially, this is a very time saving application when you consider the heavy manual process of being able to receive third party paper and using manual data entry. Having the AI comb through this document, provide insights and risk analysis, call out the fields and clauses, identify those similarities and differences, and then output a contract with the data mapped to any CLM, CRM, or ERP system. It is highly effective, and we are continuing to also improve this technology in the future. So, thank you for your time and paying attention to this.